Hey guys, it's Nolan, or miniature fuckboy, whatever you want to call me. I do not have any gameplay in the background because this is my first video. I do not have an Elgato yet, but I don't know. I'll talk about heisting. Hopefully, I'll be able to get like a Blue Yeti and a actual game capture device. So basically, I'm gonna start off with heisting, which is what me and my friend Sam, who's the other co-owner, that's what we used to call what when we would like go and do a bunch of like illegal shit. So all at the same time, which was pretty fun. This is gonna be like the first time I've ever hiked it. So I don't know how it's gonna be, but it's a pretty good story, I would say. So starts off with me at my parents' house. I called Samuel and I was like, hey, I kind of want to do something tonight. I'm bored. And he was like, oh, well, do you want to like have an airsoft war or something? And we were like, sure, let's call it like a 24-hour airsoft war so we can like do shit while his parents are sleeping or whatever, and they'll expect us to be outside. So they said, okay, and I went over there, and about 10 o'clock they went to bed, I think, and then we went to a store at like 10, went to Turkey Hill, got the like Monster Squared or whatever it is, which is like in this tiny glass bottle, and we just started like drinking energy drinks, and we thought like it was like alcoholic or something. Like we were brought up to think that's really bad or something. So we tried it, and we got hooked pretty much or whatever. Um, so we got that, and we drank it, and his brother, I'm gonna call him Josie. His real name is Josiah, but his nickname is Josie because some girl in our youth group came up with it or whatever. So we got the energy drinks, and we went back to his house, I think. And he went into his parents' room, fucking went into their closet, grabbed this little Adidas duffel bag, and he named it his heisting bag or whatever. And he took it, and it was pink because it was like his little sister's, which was hilarious. And he grabbed it, and he was like, come on, he shoved like a bunch of spray paint up in there, and he got spray paint. He took what's it called? Shit. He got like a bunch of snacks. He put like 20 energy drinks in it. He brought his knife, which will come into the story later, which is really shitty because that was like one of his best knives. But I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But so he grabbed all this stuff, stuck it into there, and he grabbed like 3 bandanas for me, Josie, and him. And he was like, come on, we gotta go. And we had like sunglasses and shit. And he has like this Ford Ranger, which is like a small pickup truck, which can pretty much only hold like either 2 people and a kid or just 2 adults. So we were all crammed in there, and we drove up to this place, which was like 40 minutes away, which sucked balls because I was in the back seat, cramped. And if you know how a truck is like, the back seat is not big at all. So I was cramped back there, and I needed to take a piss. And he was like, oh, okay. And he stopped at this blue sign, which I can't say what it is, but he was like, dude, I'm gonna get this sign, and you can go take a piss, because like that's our rivals. That's our old school's rivals. Because like we went to a school, and that was apparently their rivals. I don't know, because I only went to that school for like 1 year, and I was in like kindergarten, so I don't even know. But we went there, and he took a screwdriver. We all put on our bandanas. I jumped out of the car, and I was taking a piss, and Josie was sitting in there, and he was all getting all paranoid and shit. My heart was thumping, like I was scared. And Josie was watching for like the road or whatever, and I walked out, took a piss, got back into the car. I called him on his phone. I was like, "Hey Sam, is it ready or whatever? He was like, no, not yet. I only got like one screw loose. The other's like a bitch to get out. And I was like, well, shit, because like now we can't. We're not gonna be able to get that. So we ditched that. Drive another 40 minutes to the school where where a girl who he used to like, or he still does like. We drove down there, and he went down there. He wanted to steal her sign or whatever, but he couldn't because it's like huge fucking like 6 feet by 3 feet sign or whatever, and there's a light shining onto it, and we're pretty dumb, so he was like, hey Nolan, wanna smash this or whatever. So I took a big ass rock. No, he took a rock. He grabbed it and then slammed it down on the thing, but he missed. And I was like, oh, whatever. So I took it, I grabbed it, and I smashed the light. And then when we were running back, his knife, which I was talking about earlier, fell out of his pocket. So we searched for that. We couldn't find it. A car went by. I'm pretty sure they saw us, and they probably like, called the cops or whatever, but we were out there by then. And so that car drove by, and we were like having heart attacks, and I was like, shit, the police are gonna come or whatever, because I was so paranoid. And I was like, yeah, the police are gonna come, and they're gonna scan it for fingerprints, and their fingerprints are already on it or whatever. And he was like, no, it's fine, the grass, they're like, the ground is wet. And so I was like, oh, fine, whatever, let's go. And so we left, and on the way back, we saw this bridge that's on the way to our road, or on the way to our church, and we stopped there, and we took the spray paint out, and we wrote fuck on it, pretty much. And then we, after that, I wrote HU on the other side, which is like Hollywood Undead, if you guys don't know, and which is like my favorite band, which is pretty like hardcore rock, I would say. Like, it's not metal, but it's decent. So we spray painted the thing, and I was like, shit, my dad knows what HU means. So I had to go. So he ran back out with spray paint, and I need to watch for cars. And then, of course, like halfway through, he got the U gotten rid of, or whatever. And then he comes back. And he's like, shit, there's a car. Close the lights, or like turn the lights off or something. And the lights in the car would not turn off. Like, we closed the door and they did not turn off. And I was like, shit, they're gonna know we're here. And so they could pretty much just see us. And we went back to his house because like it was kind of like unsuccessful, whatever. Like, heisting went to shit and like really quick, because like we were scared that the cops were gonna get called on us. But thank the Lord the ground was wet and they did not get that. So they didn't find the thing, and when we got back, we started playing airsoft for a while, and then we're like, hey, I'm just gonna go and walk, like smoke a cig or whatever, just walk down the road. And so we started walking down the road, and he saw this little no dumping sign, and the original reason why he came was to go steal signs. So he grabbed his little no dumping sign and just walked right back onto his house, which was pretty cute. It was pretty funny to see too. And so we walked back to his house. We went back out. I'm gonna need to like try to talk quicker because we're getting to the end. But he grabbed his little sign, walked back to the house, and he ran back. And then he was like, dude, there's probably like more stuff or whatever. He's like, there's more signs. And after that, we literally went, all the signs that we saw, we would grab, like rip out of the ground, and we'd just like carry it off into the woods, and we would like unscrew the sign part. He has a video, but he's wearing a mask, which is a Hollywood Undead mask. But he's wearing a mask because we're gonna do like a face reveal later and stuff. but he'll show you the signs. And he also grabbed a sign that was in his front yard, which I'll probably make a story about because it was hilarious. But that's really all. We got a bunch of signs, so heisting wasn't a complete failure after all. But yeah. By the way, if you guys want to friend me or play with me on Xbox, my name is BFK Ghost. My Twitter is MFB Chronicles. I'm pretty sure. I just made it. I'm not really sure how to use it, but I'll research it or whatever. I'll try to get that done. Alright. Peace.